guys, it's Jordan with Fish Tech Outfitters, coming to you with a really cool bass post-spawn tip. So some of my favorite baits that I like to use, I used to fish for bass quite a bit during this time in late spring or moving into summertime or just after the spawn. These are some of my favorite baits. Sometimes the color's a little off on the lake, and so I'll start out with some darker colors, something similar to this. This is one of the creature baits that I like to use. To rig it up, you'll want to run some kind of an EWG and a bullet weight. You can do a Texas rig with it. To stop the weight from moving, you want to run something like these bobber stops right here. If you wanted to kind of prospect for some fish, you can use something like these. Something either in a square bill or a deeper diver. You can kind of go out to some deeper water with them, hit them into the rocks. These are really nice for prospecting. Spinner bait. I, a lot of time, will slow roll it, especially earlier. I'll be trying to tick any piece of grass that sticks out from the shoreline. So this is one of my favorite baits. I had a 7-pound fish come off of this exact bait. If you want to slow it down a little bit, another bait that you can do is a jig. So this one, or you can run something like a drop shot and move it really finesse through the water column. The fish is the bottom, this fish is just up from the bottom. You can run a jig, and you can even run a little bit trailer for a bigger profile. You can cut down a little piece and then add it to the back of this jig. For the drop shot, one of my favorite colors this time of year is the Aaron's Magic, and I usually just hook it through the nose so it doesn't have any swing, so the point comes out the tip of the nose. I'm usually running like an 1/8 ounce or a 3/16 ounce drop shot weight. And then one of my all-time favorite baits to use this time of year is a Keitech swim bait. Doesn't have to be Keitech, but I do like Keitech. I think they have a really good action. You know, you can run this on a standard jig head, you can Texas rig it, and a lot of time, if they're in shallower, I'll run it as just a Texas rig with weedless. So I can flip this into a small area, pull it out kind of slow, and it works really well that way. But prospecting, this is really good for prospecting, and it just works. Really, really good action. So some of the jig heads that I like to use are this tungsten round jig head or an underspin. Sometimes if you need a little bit more action, these underspins can work really well. So for these tips and more, stop on down at Fish Tech Outfitters. We're at 6153 South Highland Drive, and we're ready to help you out.